I saw 2 horrible movies already. Is this gonna complete the trifecta? Let's find out. Wreck-It Ralph is a movie that follows Wreck-It Ralph, who is a villain in a video game called Fix-It Felix, where he just destroys stuff on a building, and Fix-It Felix comes and fixes it as the kids play the game. And it's kind of like Toy Story in a way, because he actually lives inside the game, and he kind of gets sick of his job after 30 years just being the bad guy, and no one appreciates him, so he feels like that he needs to go out and experience other games in the world and try to win. So he gets mixed up in these games called Sugar Rush and Hero's Duty, and then the people from his game go to try and find him, because if he leaves the game, then the game will be unplugged forever. Going into this movie, I think my thoughts were pretty well stated in my preview. It looked fine, the visuals looked amazing, but I just thought the trailer was a little bit too childish. I didn't think that I would really enjoy it all that much. I'm wrong again. This movie is the best animated movie I've seen all year. I don't know, it's such a well-made movie. I think everybody of all ages will enjoy this, and here's why. Because you have an amazing voice cast. First you have John C. Reilly as Wreck-It Ralph, who was great in the movie. I really got behind his character, I felt for him. He felt like a real character even though he was a video game. Then you have Susan Silverman as Vanellope von Schweetz. Her character in the trailer was the one I was really worried about, because she had all these stupid little mimicking jokes. And yes, she is the source of most of the childish humor in the movie, but I get why that's there for the kids, of course, so I didn't really get annoyed by it. But they did go overboard a few times with like the poop jokes and poop face and fart nose, things like that. It kind of built up a little bit by the end, but I got past that. Then you have Jane Lynch as the woman from Hero's Duty, the main woman, and I thought she was great in the movie. She had a really good character. She had some great scenes that made for some great laughs with Jack McBrayer, who's Fix-It Felix. I just loved how her character was essentially a parody of all these heroes now in like these war games, that they have the most tragic backstory in existence, and it's hilarious to watch. And Jack McBrayer's Fix-It Felix is really funny too. He has some really funny lines in the movie, and his character is very likable. He's kind of goofy. Now the jokes in the movie, most of them really work. Some of them were childish, but I actually laughed. Some of them were childish, but I kind of felt like they were a little bit too childish, but that's alright, because there were only a few times where I felt that. And some of the humor is actually in more for adults, and I like that, because some of them the kids didn't really get, but I was laughing at, so I enjoyed that aspect. And as you can imagine, there are a bunch of cameos from video game characters that you know and love, and that was really cool to see. There were a few scenes with them. I'm glad they didn't push it in your face that these characters that you know were in the game, because if they did that, that kind of would have gotten annoying, because that would have taken away from the actual movie itself, but they don't do it that much, so that was really enjoyable to see. Just little cameos that are fun. And the animation in this movie, oh my god, it's so fantastic. All of the backgrounds, all the little details that you see, and the characters themselves were really cool. Like in the Fix-It Felix game, they're the little people in the building that Ralph is wrecking, and when they actually go inside the game, they actually have like pixelized movements, which I thought was really cool, because since their game is older, they have more pixelized movements and less range of motion. And then when they go to like newer games like Hero's Duty, there's actually more detail on the characters, and they look more realistic. I thought that was awesome. And since it was a screening that I saw, they played it in 3D. I thought the 3D was really good in the movie. It really immersed me into the environment, and the visuals, like I said, they were so bright and vibrant. They were amazing. So the environments in this movie, they just really suck you in. That's not to say that you have to see it in 3D. I don't really think you have to see anything in 3D, because it's running out now. It's kind of old and used up, so if you don't want to see it in 3D, that's fine, but I'm saying if you have to go see it in 3D, it's really good. I honestly think this is the best animated movie of the year, and the only thing I see giving it a run for its money is Rise of the Guardians, which I think looks amazing. So this movie, I'm going to give it a jumbo popcorn. It's absolutely worth your time. If you have kids, go take them to it. If you're an adult, I still think you'll enjoy it, because it has a great story, and the jokes really work, and the animation is great. So you guys looking forward to Wreck-It Ralph? If you are, why? If you're not, why not? Are you guys looking forward to Rise of the Guardians or this more? Write your beautiful comments down there and tell me what you think. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button up there, because if you don't, I'm gonna wreck you live. Fuck, I hate myself.